So I got another reaction, another 607 Y'all love that 607 video, the spiritual talk. So I got another one because I was just scrolling on TikTok early morning, doing what I do, watching my spiritual shit, and 607 came across my timeline. I'm like, he's spitting some more shit because I was gonna react to some shit, but life happened, man. So I had to take a little moment, get my emotions back together. That's why I may sound a little down, but I'm straight though, you know. Gotta keep pushing. But 607 get very disrespectful to God and religions. I'm a gangster like Jesus. Let's get into this video.
Let's say something. When Jesus died, the only people that got crucified was gangsters. Jesus rolled with a whole lot of gangsters. And excuse me, I said Jesus died because Jesus never died. I'm kind of like still brainwashed, still coming out. But Jesus was a gangster. The only people they like that was gangsters back then. They killed them and they hung them just like that. So what I mean to tell you that Jesus never in life was caught. And right, the Christians want to say that for one reason. They want to make you think that when you die, there's a heaven, so you won't pay attention to the life that you're living now.
That was a good introduction, but let's get into it. See what you got to talk about.
Hey, salutes. We got 607 Unc in the building today. Hey, Unc, no, not to you, man. Welcome to the. What was that?
Not the punk. 607 Unc, not the punk.
607 nice.
That's my full name.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go ahead, man, and introduce yourself to the people.
No, it's good. I was just correcting that. You can continue. I apologize. I gotta get in the spirit.
So, Unc, man, welcome to the show. I want to take a chance, man, so I can ask you, what is your message to the YNs, man? Because I hear you refer to that a lot. What's your message to the YNs?
I mean, if I could say one thing to the YNs that a lot of people wouldn't understand is, a lot of them scared like a death, right? A lot of them run around killing because they scared to die. If I could just tell them one thing is that they already dead. No, a lot of people don't know. They already dead. For not.
And why do you say they already did?
I mean, you don't even know. The world is gang. The earth not alive is dead. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, the earth it's not alive. What happened when you die?
I think your energy transfers to where it's supposed to go, and you just return in the cycle of life. What you say?
Now, what's the story? Did they say when you die? They say you go through a series of hallucinations. It lasts about, well, Jesus said 30 days and 30 nights. The Buddha said it lasts for 49 days. But what I suggest is that you already dead, and hallucinations is happening now. And like, so everybody here on this plane right now on Earth is dead. Earth is not alive. Though a lot of people don't know.
Earth is not alive because they already killed the Earth. The Earth supposed to be alive because that's where we come from. Seeds of the Earth, star seeds. You come from the universe, genetic stardust. We are the universe, God. So however you want to put it, we from the Earth. We from the universe. We are those. We are the guys. We are those. But like you said, we already out of here. Like. You just got it's a trap. Like we came down here, experienced it, then got trapped. Some people came down for the first time. Some folks stuck in that cycle. Like he said, he woke up. He died 5 times. It's up to you to figure out, you know, you gotta figure shit out on your own. Like he said, you can't teach them. You gotta teach yourself.
So are you saying that when you die, you actually
gang? I'm saying you already dead. I'm saying right now, all the souls on Earth is already dead, and they're recycling and recyclation. What's the name? That word? The reincarnate. What's that fucking word when you read? Yeah. Everybody yeah.
He talking about reincarnation. He don't even know what the fuck the word is. He's funny as fuck.
Yeah. Everybody reincarnating. I stood on my mama. Everybody. I died 5 times.
So what is the reason that you think that everybody's reincarnated?
We lost souls. We kind of like went against God, right? When Sophia made us, it was kind of bad
And I'm
because We
Wait,
thought we was the only God.
I'm pausing to let y'all know that's not me when the mic going in and out. That's the video itself.
Because one thing about Sophia, she didn't tell us that it was another God. So the crazy God, the stupid God, locked us on Earth and kind of like created it as a prison. That's what I'm on, because he don't even know there's a real God. He think he the only one. He the demiurge. That's who locked us here. But the demiurge is me, and the demiurge is you too. That a lot of people don't know.
So do you
Why the fuck do he be doing that shit? It's like he say some smart shit and then do something like that to throw you off, like to make you not think he's serious. But this nigga dead ass. Listen to what he's saying. Don't hear him. Listen to him.
do you believe that the spiritual world is the base reality or this world?
Let me tell you something, right? The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, but it's not. It's really 5,026 years old, because that's when like sin entered the world, right? So we live in a parallel universe, right? But the one you live in only been around 5,000 and something years. You like a fallen god. That a lot of people don't know. So they kind of like stole 4,000 years from you, and they kind of like putting everything out a little bit at a time. That's why they like changed everything and like changed and cut off all the faces and all the noses and stuff. They were like changing history. They like stole like 4,000 years. I swear to God, mama.
But he ain't lying though, cause think about it. Anytime people take over, what they do? They take over, kill all the men, kill the elders, keep the women and kids. You can teach the kids your ideology and shit. They burn all the history books, burn the libraries, destroy all the temples, their religious buildings. Like they do all that, and they can incorporate it. So if somebody take your child right now, as soon as you birth her, and tell her it's the 1800s, your child will believe it's the 1800s. Like that's basically what he's saying. Like you don't know what the fuck it really is.
You believe that is
Stole like 4,000 years. I swear to God, mama.
man. So do you believe, with that being said, do you believe that is entities on this earth that's in control of people, and that's the energy that they're using to control the people on earth?
Now, what's in control of people are kind of like the emotions, right? Everybody always talk about demons, but the demons are the emotions. They kind of like the same, right? Let me tell you what I mean. The ego, right? A lot of people control by lust, but they think it's love, but it feel the same as lust, except lust make you keep, right? Because love don't make you keep, right? I saw that mama. So everything got like balance. But what you asked me, because I get kind of like confused.
I was asking you that do you think that the people in power know that they're falling gods, and that's how they control the people on earth?
The people in power are not fallen gods.
That's what I was gonna say. The people in power are not the fallen gods. The people in power are the ones controlling the fallen gods to not let them know that they are fallen gods. Because fallen gods don't mean you got banished from being a god or banished from your placement. I mean you fail in frequency. Like you in the lowest frequency state, solid. Otherwise, always up your frequency. Like you're a fallen god, you gotta rise again.
The people that's on the bottom are kind of like fallen gods, and like the people on top is kind of like the warden of the prison,
You see what I'm
right?
saying?
He was kind of like made to be fallen. He was made bad. There are a lot of people don't know. So he was made by a woman, and her name was Sophia. And when Sophia made him, she kind of like made him bad, and she locked him in a firmament. And the thing, when he got locked in a firmament, he locked us in her with him. I swear to God, mama. So we lost souls, right? And we gotta find our way back home. But we already did. There are a lot of people don't know. We kind of like hallucinating this. This all illusion. Ain't nothing real. There are a lot of people don't know.
Can you explain a little bit more about Sophia
It's all a simulation. Nothing real.
to us?
All right. So Sophia was kind of like, right, God, people don't know what God is, right? So God live outside of time, right? So God is like, outside of time is no such thing as time, and it's darkness. God don't create. So God is not a creator, but God had like an attribute, and his attribute was kind of like Sophia. But Sophia is kind of like the creator of God, and it's like the feminine side, the love, and Sophia wanted to create something without God knowing, and what she created was the demiurge that kind of like locked us in this prison.
So basically, are you saying Sophia is like the God that sent the God of this earth here? So would that be the true God?
No. Sophia not the true God. Sophia the God that created the God of this world. See, it's a lot of gods. A lot of people don't know. Sophia is one.
It is a lot. Yes, exactly. It's a lot of gods. People think it's one. It's one source power, but it's a lot of gods. One source power, a lot of gods. The gods had to come from somewhere. Source. Everything comes from somewhere. Source. Everything is a. It's hard to explain, but to explain, like you said, we all are one. We is the God. We the devil. We the angels, the demons. Good, bad. And none of it exists. Like it's our energy. When the boy down to it.
One of the guys. Listen. We from a place called the Paroma, and the Paroma is like all spirits, and they kind of like male and female, right? Sophia come from that. God, like that where she come from, right? And she decided to create the demiurge, which is the fake God, but he don't know that the real God exists. That's what my mama. So he kind of like think he the only God, and he made this world, made the angels, and made everything to serve him. And he got us here in prison.
I see. So, with that being said, where do you get your information from, man? I know a lot of people want to know, how did you get so knowledgeable about?
I'm not knowledgeable. When you hear me talk, it don't be me. I mean, because I'm not the body. So the forces inside of me been here kind of like a long time. And like, you know when you breathe, you're not breathing air?
I'm about to cash a 50,000.
Facts. He finna hit y'all with some shit. He finna say when you breathe, you're not breathing air, you breathing consciousness. Just think about it. If somebody choking you out, when they choke you, they do what? Stop you from breathing. You lose consciousness. If you hold your breath for a long time, excuse me. If you hold your breath for a long time, you pass out. You lose consciousness. Like, come on now. So when you're breathing in consciousness. That's what he finna hit you with. Why there? Don't say I didn't warn you.
Right.
Did you know when you breathe, you're not breathing air? I'm gonna tell you. Do you know what you breathe when you breathe?
What's your answer?
You breathe consciousness. That's what I'm mama. Like every code, everything that been in the firmament is still here, and every time you breathe, you kind of like soak it in. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Hold your breath. Stop breathing. First thing you're gonna lose is your consciousness. So first thing you're gonna lose the information, but your heart and all that stuff still gonna be good. You're gonna breathe. Everything gonna be good. But the problem is you're not gonna have consciousness. Because what you breathe is the consciousness. That's what I'm on.
That's deep, man. And I know you.
Told you. What you breathe is consciousness. But I learned this like early on my spiritual journey.
You said that you had a message that you really wanted to share today, man. You want to take this time to give us the message that you had for us?
I shared the message already. I don't think you got it. My message that you did already. That like that when you die, everybody know when you die, a series of things happen. Let me tell you what happened, right? And if you can check this everywhere with the Buddhists and everything. So when you die, you go to like a 49-day stage of hallucinations where you see anything in life that keeps you attached to kind of like trick you back into the matrix, which is here. So in them 49 days, you'll see everything from your mother, your relatives, and everything. The problem is, right, the mama you got now was probably your bitch in the other life. I was like, oh, mama, a lot of people don't know, right? The problem is you had attachments. Are you laughing? It ain't funny, right? The problem is you had a.
How the fuck you know I was laughing? And I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I'm laughing because he's speaking the facts. Like everything is happening at the same time, the past, present, and future. Time doesn't exist. So you're right. Like you got past lives, you got future lives. It's all happening right now. So I just gotta enjoy the present. There's no such thing as a past or the future. It's only the now. So your mama might have been your bitch in your past life. Your brother might have been your grandma. Like it's a whole lot of shit. You might have been a female in your past life. You don't fucking know.
Attachments. And right, and to move on, you have to break them attachments. So you think you holding on to your mom. Problem is you had attachments. And right, and to move on, you have to break them attachments. So you think you holding on to your mama the whole time. It's your bitch, and it's not your mama or your bitch, and it's you. I was like, a lot of people don't know, right? So you're not here to really attach to. You here to kind of like get out and take whoever else with you that want to go. That's a lot of people don't know. So I just want to let you know that you already did, and you kind of like hallucinate, what's that word? You hallucinating it, hallucination. You going through, yeah. You going through hallucination right now, and you kind of like think you're alive.
Parallel universes.
So I told you the past and the future, the past and the present is kind of like connected. Remember I told you die, come back at the same time. Let me explain. See, say you don't get it right in this life. You want to be a gangster, right? You think you're a gangster, you're going to get shot, you're going to get killed. And then you're going to come right back in a whole nother body. That's what I'm on, because you didn't vibrate correctly on earth to get out of this hell. Because what a lot of people don't know is we already in hell, right? So if you live your life, you vibrate right, you don't never got to come back here. And a lot of people don't know. But here's the problem. Every time you do that, they're going to wipe your memory and send you back. So you're not going to remember. So when you run around and having deja vu, you have a deja vu because you already been alive before and you don't even know. No, a lot of people don't know. Because you already dead. See, everybody's scared to die when you already dead.
That's a fact. So do you think that we relive it?
That's what my mom. You be kidding me with that shit. That's what my mom. The facts. Everybody's scared that you already dead. Like, you don't remember what you was doing before you came in this motherfucker. Like, they wiped your memory. But think about it. How when some kids be born, they be able to remember their past life. Like, y'all didn't see that story about that lady in Egypt? The Egypt lady? The child who kept saying she didn't want to go to Egypt and shit. Then she helped them find different underground tombs and passageways that they never knew about. But she was saying she was one of the fucking pharaohs back in the 4th dynasty or some dynasty. But it was a child who was basically grew up to become that lady. And they was saying, goddamn, that was their past life and shit. And their parents didn't believe them until they went on a trip to Egypt. And they was like, oh, this is where I'm from. And they broke the whole shit down. They was like, oh, shit. And she grew up to become Egyptologist and did all that. But shit true. Shit true.
The same life over and over.
It's not the same life. You live in like a whole bunch of different lives with the same exact consequences. So the same thing you've been facing, you kind of like facing in a different life. Let me tell you what I mean. So say if you had a problem with like commitment. So every life you have a problem with that same commitment, right? So say for instance you was a rape in one life, and every life you're gonna be the same raping. You decide to change, right? So it's kind of like it's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But here's the problem: it only happened for 6,000 years. We at 5,026, right? It's about to be over because everything is aligning now. So a lot of souls are going to be lost, right? It's going to be really, death is going to really be invented because the thought of death is what's really controlling the world and fear right now. Death doesn't exist right now at this moment. But the more you believe, the more you make it exist. So right now, people are going to bring death into existence because death was never made for the soul. But right now, we have free will. So God has given us opportunity right now to commit and event death. I was like, oh, mama. So shout out to everybody committing death. I was like, oh, mama, because like we invented death. I was like, it never was around before. That a lot of people don't know. We invented that shit on G.
Can you please just hear me out?
Bro, this man is crazy. He knows exactly what he's talking about, though. But that don't mean I believe everything or I'm agreeing with everything he's saying. You have to be able to make your own decisions. You have to be able to extrapolate his knowledge and shit he's saying. You gotta weed through the shit. Can't just take everything. Yeah.
So what you think gonna be the event or person to get us back to having this type of knowledge to
Me.
be able to cheat death?
Me. You can't cheat death. You already dead.
That's what
But
me.
the problem is you have to wake up to go to the next universe, right? Because like this is like a step, right? This not like everybody think life a test. It's not a test. It's a prison. You trapped, right? You died. You did whatever you did, and now you trapped, and now you got to get out, right? I know the way out, right? But a lot of people think the way out is like through good deeds, but life's not about good and bad. You can do all the good you want, and in your life you're gonna die and come right back in another body. Stop playing with me because it ain't about good or bad, right? You have to realize that it's an illusion and life is not real, or you stuck in the material world. But until you realize that material world doesn't exist, that it's an illusion, you be stuck here. So the only way to really get away from here is to really realize and wake up and say, you know what? All this is fake. But it ain't that hard. Because when you go on the news now, you go to the sciences, they're going to tell you that this is an atom and it's kind of like moving and nothing is solid. So once you realize that nothing is solid, you can kind of wrap your head around. You know how the girls wrap their head around a dick? You know, when they sucking a dick, you know how they wrap their head around a dick? I guess you don't know about that. But you,
This nigga is crazy. He's about, you know, when girls give head, they right there at the reality. He talking about some. I guess you don't know about that. He trying to call him a booty bandit. He trying to call this guy a booty bandit.
the head around a dick. I guess you don't know about that. But you got. But you can kind of wrap your head around the point that you already did, right? I mean, it's gonna hurt at first.
That's not me. Like I said with the audio, that's his video, not mine. They got like a threshold on their mic, so when one person talk, you don't allow the other person to talk, or the other audio be lowered. That's what he got on his mic, and that's why I keep other person's voice sound lower when they talk over each other.
You gonna be hurt. You're gonna feel a lot of pain, but then you're gonna wake up like fuck it, and then you're gonna be ready to live. But a lot of people don't know that. But you already did. But you here to kill 7 more people, and them kind of like your emotions, because you can't be attached to shit. So, you know, that lady that you got, you can't be attached to that bitch. Them kids, you can't be attached to them neither. Stop playing on me. The only way you get out of here if you stop attachment.
So basically,
I was finna pull the blunt, but I had to wait. He's speaking facts. Cause think about it, your 7 emotions are your 7 chakras. Like, you got your root chakra, which is fear. Your solar plexus, which is lust. Your sacral, which is your stomach shit. That's like greedy, being hungry. That's greedy, being greed, you know, wanting fulfillment and shit. Then you got your heart chakra, which is love. That's the middle. That's the balance. That's where you supposed to. That's supposed to be, you know, you're supposed to love or hate. That's just supposed to be balanced. Supposed to love everybody, hate nothing, because love and hate is the same thing. But you can't love without hate. That's why I say you gotta be balanced. Then you got your throat chakra. I forgot what emotion that would be. But that deals with the tongue, speaking the truth and shit. Then you got your third eye. Don't know what emotion that would be. And then you got your crown. But those, you gotta look them up though. But them 7 chakras are your 7 emotions. You gotta overcome them.
now having attachment, do you believe in karma? Because you spoke on reincarnation. Yeah, reincarnation and karma kind of go hand in hand. So do you believe in that?
It's the same thing. It don't go hand in hand. Your karma keep you stuck here. See, the thing you do, all the bad you do come back around and get you stuck here. So the only way to get out is kind of like do good. Like me, I don't lie, cheat, or steal, right? But I still kill because I have to kill sometimes because you have to protect yourself, right? See, everybody, if you too soft and won't kill, then you don't balance. But if you gonna kill, you have to kill to protect your life and to push yourself forward if needed. So the wise man knows when to kill. Right, I swear, mama. So I'm a killer still. I never stopped being a killer. So that's why I don't listen to Dr. Martin Luther King because they was fake. You know, Dr. Martin Luther King was running around having sex with white women, but at the same time they killed him for having sex with them white women. I swear, mama, because you know when they shot him, they didn't kill him. They went back to the hospital and killed him. Right, I swear, mama. That a lot of people don't know. Every black leader we had been controlled. Malcolm X the same way. He was controlled. He wanted to be bigger than the movement. That's why, mama. So we never had nobody pure. Right, I'm the first pure person we had. I'm straight from the streets, gang. I'm Jesus. That a lot of people don't know.
You talking about I'm Jesus.
So by you saying that you Jesus,
I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. Yeah, I'm the Jesus. I'm the Jesus from the Bible. But I'm better than him because Jesus said you could do more works than me. So I'm doing better works than Jesus now. Yeah. That's what I'm on. Yeah, I'm Jesus. But I'm better.
And what would you say that make you better than Jesus?
Everything. Jesus said you can do better than I can do. Jesus said it. So you gotta listen to what Jesus said. I ain't the one that said it, gang. Jesus said it. Because I was stronger than Jesus. Because Jesus was full of spirit. I'm spirit and man. Jesus was never man. That a lot of people don't know. Jesus was a hologram.